Ofori-Atta. Our issue is simple. One, Article 23 of the Constitution, since it's a quasi-judicial process, our client deserves fair hearing. Indeed, in the event of matters not going well, he faces potentially the severest punishment that a minister can get, which is removal. So all we are asking for are two things. You can give us a whole list of the documents which we don't have physically, but that list will lead to an expedition which is wide, particularly when we have 1 week here. So I think that the first part of our request, which is full particulars of the facts in support of each of the allegations contained in the letter, must be first adhered to. Because, Mrs. Chairman, if you look at the first charge, if I may, it says despicable conflict of interest, ensuring that he directly benefits from Ghana's economic woes as his companies receive commissions and other unethical contractual advantage, particularly from Ghana's debt overhang. This is wide. There are no particulars to this charge. We do not know all the hundreds of bonds that have been raised. We do not know which one they are talking about. If you go further, let me just skip to the last charge, charge 7. It says gross mismanagement of the Ghanaian economy, which has occasioned untold and unprecedented hardship. If you give us PIAC report, if you give us staff reports of 2018, 2019, 2020, with all due respect, it would take us about maybe 2 months to go through all that. And it would not be fair to the Minister of Finance to be ambushed and right here, without any preparation, to start answering questions. And in any event, Mrs. Chairman, if we do not constrain the accusers within the 4 walls of what they intend.
And then he objects to being called an accuser.
Well, how would you like
to? Very, very strongly. I believe I quote the president where he himself says that.
I do apologize. I do apologize.
That's not an allegation. Well,
I do apologize. May I just? I do apologize.
And then, Chama, if you can get 1 minute, you see.
Let me just finish.
21st June 2022.
I don't want to get involved
here and give us evidence that data benefited 159 million between 2017 to 2021 from bonds issued and from borrowing. And then, Chairman, as I said, National Cathedral, we see a warrant signed by the minister for 1 million.
Okay, let me finish.
Mrs. Chairman, first of all, my apologies for calling you an accuser. Mrs. Chairman, all we are asking for, and if I just, let me just repeat, before we start this proceeding, all we are asking for, in the interest of justice, is that we should be furnished with the full particulars of the facts in support of each of the allegations contained in the letter. And then the supporting documents.
If I may chip in here. Some of the documents listed, in fact, all the documents listed are public documents. And some of them are authored by the finance minister himself. They be authored or they are in the custody of the finance minister himself. Right? So I would disagree with you if you were to suggest that even in respect of those documents, the finance minister needs a lot of time to study them. especially when he's the author of the documents. And some of them, under the laws of this country, report. No, they are.
Okay.
So can you land and then we can make a ruling on this?
My landing is pretty simple, Mr. Chairman. The documents are fine, but before we even be able to look into the documents, we want the charges to be complete with the particulars. That's all we're asking. Thank you.